Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to Energy and Light. It's not often that I create something that hasn't been done, but to my surprise, this is the first Reiki Gua Sha video on YouTube, which is always exciting to me because I love having the opportunity to do something original. So if you're asking yourself, what is Gua Sha? Gua Sha is part of traditional Chinese medicine. The Gua Sha tools or boards are used to scrape the skin, which helps with inflammation, muscle pain, tension, and it also boosts blood circulation and encourages lymphatic drainage. Now as I begin to warm my hands, we're going to bring in the Reiki symbols. Shaze Shonen, Hanshaze Shonen, Hanshaze Shonen. Chokore, 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 Seiheki, 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 Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo. And last, I'm going to bring in a Grandmaster symbol. Daye, Daye, Daye. This helps us to remember not only to love and care for others, but also for ourselves. Before I begin, I need to use some oil so the tool will glide more easily and comfortably over the skin. And I chose jojoba because it is said that it is closest to our own natural oil. So this is the Reiki board. There's several different varieties, different shapes, but they're all made from jade. And as you can see, this one has curves in different areas for different parts of the face. And the second and last tool I'll be using is this jade roller. This tool will also help smooth out and relax the muscles while working in the last bit of oil. So if you're comfortable with me doing this, just relax. I'm going to start at the chin area and work my way up to the hairline, and then just give a little wiggle. And I'm going to do this 5 times. So just try to relax. I'm going to release Reiki with my other hand while I'm doing this. And just sliding gently up from the chin to the jawline to the hairline. Gently wiggling loose those tight muscles. Or if you've had a rough day, you may be clenching. Or sometimes while we sleep, people don't realize, I think it's called TMJ. Or we're constantly clenching our jaw, which can in return cause headaches. We're going to stay on the same side of the face and work our way up. So now I'm just going to go under the cheek. I'm actually going to go on the cheek and then also just under that cheekbone. The same motion, working my way up to the hairline and giving a little wiggle. I know this might feel a little strange at first. You're not used to it. But if you get facials on a regular basis, you're used to someone handling your face, so it's not quite as odd feeling. And so now we're just going to go under the eye gently, very gently, because this is extremely delicate tissue under the eye. So just gently lifting up to the hairline, lightly wiping across and picking up. This should be completely relaxing and comfortable. Nothing is too harshly done, not too much pressure. And now we're going to turn it and go gently up, just under the brow, all the way up the forehead to the hairline, and continue doing the little wiggle motion. Remember to breathe. Take deep breaths in and out, slowly, slowly, slowly. As I gently lift, or this motion is also called scraping, even though scraping sounds harsh. It's not quite a scraping. And if you start this practice, you might want to watch several videos because everyone seems to have their own preferred method of doing this. But I've tried several and I find that they all work very well. And so next, using the open or the in-between two, we're just going to slide across the eyebrow, under the eyebrow, and just above the eyebrow. Again, very gentle, because the skin is extremely thin here, and we don't want to push too hardly on the bone. And so now I'm just going between the eyebrows, only on one side. We always do one side first and then the other. So where you might have frown lines, if you're constantly squinting, a lot of people develop these. So just, or the 11s, I think some people call it the 11. So I'm just going to brush a little energy over that side, relax. Sometimes the skin turns a little bright red, but it'll go away. Don't worry. And so now we're going to go to the other side of the face, and we're going to do the exact same thing. And I'm going to continue to release Reiki with my hand up, helping you to relax, allowing the energy to go where it's needed most, and just sliding up the jawbone again to the hairline, giving it a little wiggle. I find this really helps relax the tension as well. I mean, it feels great on the jawbone, but pulling up into the hairline gives it that extra release. And again, going over the cheek and then also under the cheekbone, as you can see me demonstrating there. Just gently. And if you begin this practice or have someone do it, you should actually be moving it a little bit slower than I'm doing. But for time's sake, because I know many of you do not have a lot of time for videos, I try to keep that in mind. Again, just smoothing out, adding some energy, refreshing the face. And now up to the eye again. Gently under the eye and up to the hairline. This actually feels really good. I was a little hesitant at first considering how delicate that eye area is. But it feels really good. Afterwards the muscles feel very relaxed. The skin feels stimulated, invigorated. And you'll notice a slight lift in the face. And now going over and under the eyebrow again, just gently, because it's very light skin, and you don't want to press too hard on that bone. Remember to breathe. And then I'm just going to pull up again, going under the eye, lifting up to the hairline. and doing the little wiggle. You should start to feel much better now. The tension is releasing. The face is stimulated. The blood is flowing. Just up to the hairline and slight wiggle. I think this is great on your scalp as well. It's very stimulating for hair growth. And then last, we're going to do the 11 again. Just working between those eyebrows, lifting those frown lines. But if we remember to smile more often, we won't have those brow lines, will we? Gently lifting up and working those out. And now for the last bit of the Gua Sha treatment. Again, starting with this Gua Sha roller, which is also jade. There's a large end and a small end. We're going to start with the larger end around the jaw, just rolling up. This feels really good. Just working out this last bit of knotted muscles, if you have them, working out the last bit of tension. And working in that jojoba oil, so your skin will be much more refreshed and hydrated, just across the cheekbones. And now the smaller end for the eye area. And I really like this part. It just feels so good. We're so used to massaging our bodies and sometimes areas of the face, but we give so little attention to the eyes. And now the last part of the treatment, we're just going to roll across the forehead. Now the next step of this treatment isn't something that's normally done if you get a professional treatment. This is just my own personal touch. I wanted to add something special, and we're going to be using some essential mint oil. Massage a little bit into your third eye. Gently, nothing too harsh. It's a very light aroma, very stimulating, which is why I chose it. And now your temples, and then a little bit on your earlobes, because I want the smell to remain with you all day, so you can remember your treatment anytime you're feeling stressed out, or you just want a little pickup. You can smell that and go back to this time. And I have one last thing for you. This is my own homemade Reiki charged chapstick. I've made with non-GMO, organic ingredients, coconut oil, cocoa butter, a little jojoba, and spearmint essential oil. And I'm not sure when, but at some point I will be offering these on my website. And since lips are part of the face, we don't want to miss them. We want to make sure everything is nice and hydrated. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I hope you were able to relax and enjoy this video. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. There's much love for you here. Sat Nam.